Okay, my friends, in this video, we're gonna test out the power of those two products. So GYEON Eco Wash, Rinseless Wash, and Armour Detail Supply Hero. So what happened is my car hasn't been washed in at least 2 weeks. It's been sitting outside. And so obviously we have accumulated dust, debris, and all that jazz. And now I have been running through a couple rainstorm, mostly a quick in and out. And as I come in the garage, all that mud, that dust kind of dried off, as you can see in the footage. Okay, my friends, so check out the hood. So like I mentioned, this car has been sitting outside a little bit. It has not been cleaned in at least 2 weeks. And we had a couple rainstorms, but mostly this car just got wet. The water beat off on the hood and we're left with some dry debris, dust, in forms of water spots, in forms of water beads, which is not great. So we need to take this off. So I'm gonna take the car outside, do a good pre-wash on it, come back in and show you how the car looks, and we'll test out the cleaning power of those two rinseless wash. So I hope you're ready. Let's jump right into it. Okay, my friends, so check out the results after the pre-wash. I'm a little bit let down, a little bit surprised. There's almost no more dirt remaining on the paint. So we're still gonna go with our tests. I'm gonna give you my thoughts between those two products. But wow, I mean, all that nastiness, dust and debris from the 2 weeks of daily driving, sitting outside from time to time, water spots, all those tiny water spots, mixed up with dust and rainwater. It's pretty much all gone. Very impressed with the power of this pre-wash, guys. So as most of you regular guys know, I'm a big fan of Koshimi Super Foam. So for this test, we're gonna have 2 buckets. So in this first one, I'm gonna use the Armour Detail Supply. So what is it? The dilution rate is 256 to 1. We have about 4 gallons of water, about the same amount of water. I did my best, as you can see, pretty much the same, around 4 gallons. So what we're gonna do is add 60 mLs or 2 ounces of Armour Detail Supply Hero. There we go. Smells pretty good. Make sure it's well mixed up in there. Okay, so our second product has protection, as some of you guys know. So the GYEON is a versatile product. You can use it as a waterless wash and a rinseless wash, as well as a drying aid. So for the rinseless wash, GYEON mentioned to use 50 to 80 mLs per 12 liter of water. So here I have about 16 liter of water. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run this up at 100 mLs of product. So obviously we're gonna have more product in this one. But as per usual, guys, I followed the brand recommendation. This has some protection built into it, which I don't really mind. I know some of you guys, some guys are saying that they don't want protection in their rinseless. If you're not gonna coat your car, why do you mind about that? This is gonna be weak protection regardless. It's probably gonna come off in the next wash, in the next contact wash, right? So that's fine by me. I don't really mind. So the smell, I can tell you that this smell is really hard to beat. It's one of the best smelling scent in the detailing industry that I have found over the years. Okay, my friends, so in here I have the Armour Detail Supply Hero for the pre-rinse. So as I mentioned in the past, I've seen rinseless wash not cleaning off completely water spots from dust and rain. So we're gonna find out in this test if those two products can clean off really well those water spots, and I'll give you my thoughts on the slickness and the cleaning power. But right off the bat, I can tell you that GYEON is a little bit more slimy. Okay, so as you can see, it's still a little bit wet. It's the same dirt, same thing. The car is coated with GYEON Pure Evo. So like I mentioned, on the right side, I'm gonna test the Armour Detail Supply Hero. So let's do a quick pre-rinse. And guys, I'm not gonna tape the other side. I'm not gonna put something to prevent overspray. We're just gonna leave a zone in the middle where we're not gonna clean, okay? So again, that's the Armour Detail Hero. So no big pressure. Really methodical about it. Slickness is good. So I'll flip it and do a second pass. Make sure we do a clean job. Make sure we don't miss spots. Obviously, when you miss spots and you dry off the car, that's when the damage happens. Okay, so I just wrung this with hot water. I mean, guys, we're not mixing product. We're using the same sponge. It's been wringed and cleaned off in hot water. So I'm gonna dunk it in the GYEON bucket. I'm gonna put back the Hero in my AK sprayer in its bucket. So let's get the GYEON in the pump sprayer and leave a zone with nothing on it. Of dripping. Okay, on the verge of dripping, like I mentioned, not gonna touch where the BM badge is. Really hard to notice a difference. Both products are gliding well. Not worried here about scratching. Okay, so let's put it back in there. Let's take out our drying towels. Okay, so here I have my drying towel from Carzilla, from Detail Popo. I'm gonna use one side for the GYEON and one side for the Armour Detail Supply. And leave more water in the middle. Very nice to dry, this product. Very slick. Very good. Okay, other side of the towel for the GYEON product. Again, I'm leaving an extra layer where I'm not gonna dry for now. Just to make sure we're not cross-contaminate, right? Okay. Flip this again. Get a second buff. Oh, really slick on the second buff. That's because of the protection, I'm guessing. The protection that it leaves, the SiO2. Really good. Really nice. Second buff on the Armour side. Super slick too. So it's supposed to not leave anything, right? But look at how slick it is. Okay. Do we have a difference? Do we still have water spots? I don't see any from either side. It looks pretty much the same. So the GYEON side feels a little bit slicker because of the protection that it leaves. All right, so we're gonna use two different towels. Those are good for rinseless wash. I'm gonna throw them in the bucket. That's the GYEON here. Same amount of water in those towels. Fold them good. Are the panels pre-sprayed? No. But that's how this test is gonna go. We're gonna try to find out if we can notice a difference. My guess is we're not. So it feels the same. Maybe Armour glides better in the towel test. It's hard to gauge. Yeah, it glides better. Is it really noticeable? Very tiny amount. And I could be wrong on this. Okay, so we're splitting air here, but Armour seems to be gliding slightly better, okay? Seems to be slicker. And by the way, my friends, if you're still on the fence about doing some rinseless wash, you wanna give it a shot, I recommend that you at least get the DIY rinseless sponge, which is called the Legacy sponge, if I'm not mistaken. It's much more easy as you drag your sponge across compared to a microfiber that's gonna be rolling over itself. It's gonna be a little bit more heavier. It's not gonna be a good experience of washing. So get the sponge. And secondly, I always recommend that you do a pre-wash. I still don't trust any products in the detailing game to go ahead and do a contact wash, even though you pre-rinsed it. I don't believe that those products are that good. So make sure to do a good rinse. Okay, my friends, Gyeon Eco Wash. Look at the gloss, tell me what you think. Super glossy, super pleasant to use. No streaks as you wash or as you dry, even in super high humidity. So the dehumidifier is turned off for me to have good sound in the video, but I'll turn it back on when I'm close with this. But look at the gloss. It's on par with every other rinseless wash that I've tried, and I've tried a couple one this year. So it's pretty good. No streak to speak of, very slick. The scent is truly one of the best. So if I had streaks, you would see it here, and I would tell you right away. So very, very shiny. So the fact that you add sun protection can be seen as a plus, guys. You don't have to go back and add your own protection. We already know that is good protection. It's slick, smells good, so why not use it in a rinseless wash? So I really enjoyed using Gyeon rinseless wash. And you guys already know that I like Hero as well, but I just want to give you my 2 cents on it. Okay, my friends, so after doing this test, I can confirm you that both of those products are really good when it comes to cleaning. They're both really slick. This one might be slightly slicker. Don't quote me on that. Maybe 10 to 20% slicker with the microfiber, but with the sponge, I could not notice a real difference. But nonetheless, very good products. This is $26 for 16 ounce, so $26 Canadian. Eco Wash is $21 Canadian, but you might need to use more product when you do your rinseless wash. After making the calculation, I ended up using 100 ml for about 4 gallons of water. So do the math, guys. It's pretty much shoulder to shoulder when it comes to overall good products. This one smells better in my opinion. Hero is still a good smelling product. One more thing I can add about Eco Wash is that this product can be more versatile. You can use this as a waterless wash, and it does actually a great job at that. You can use it as a drying aid as well. So I've tried it as a drying aid in the previous video where I unboxed mystery boxes. So go check it out if you have not seen it. But as a drying aid, it's pretty good. So my friends, pick your poison. Choose the product that you want to use the most. Choose the brands the brand that you want to support. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next one.